starting times 7:30 at the Bridge Street, Cinnabon District. We are going for the wine tour at Hunter Valley. There you go. The ride is there. Yeah. Morning. We had about 1 hour drive from Sydney, so yeah, for a quick break, 20 minutes towards the winery. Okay, there you go. This is what it looks like. So, how is it? Oh, vegan burger.
Yeah, wow. when is the run?
This Sunday.
Wow. You live around here, you don't know about it? No, I don't know. It's just work. I don't know nothing.
Time to head back.
You made it.
So that's the vineyard at the background, and we're here for Iron Gate Estates Winery for testing.
You guys are running the marathon?
Yeah.
All right. Our daughter is.
Cycle of the vineyard. Then we'll go into the winery and then just go through the process of the wine making, and then back out into the courtyard, and we'll do the tasting outside in the veranda. Now, has anyone been to the Hunter Valley before? Well, the Hunter Valley is the oldest wine region. It's also the smallest. Apples sort of mingle around there. Okay, so on the other side of this wall is the hopper. There's also another receiver bin, and it does what it says. It receives the fruit, and then it's turned on and pushes it into this distemper. Now this is pushed up against the wall, and then a fan is turned on as well. Now the fan pushes everything away that we don't want, pushes it like all the stems, the leaves, spiders, everything you don't want. Now the juice falls into this tray in the bottom, so we'll just go around here. Falls into this tray here. So this is the airbag press, this is all locked up, and then it's squeezed. Now all the juice falls into here, and when it's finished, the skins are then just put out for mulch. Okay, so we do recycle the skins. So it just goes out for mulch. Now the juice is then transferred into these fermenting tanks here. Now we give a squeeze of fresh orange juice, and we've got the juice and we've got the water. And that's what's happened, so we have to wait that to dissipate, and that will take a couple of hours. And once that's ready, the yeast is added for the fermentation. The yeast is what converts all the sugar to alcohol because it comes in at a high sugar level. If you see on a red test, for instance, 14% alcohol, 15% alcohol, 60%. Now we're going to do a snapshot of the tasting list. A couple of times I like bring two out because everyone's palate is different, so not everyone's the same. And that champagne method is the bottle fermentation. The fermentation takes place in the bottle, and that takes about 2 years. Now the Charmat is a very similar process, but in a pressurized tank. That takes about 2 weeks. Now there's also, and the carbonation is like your cheap bubbles, Prosecco, your soft drinks. We use the Charmat. We make a sparkling white, rosé and red, and we use a Charmat because the small amount of we actually make, it's much more economical for us as well. And we want a very similar outcome to the champagne method style, and this does give a very similar outcome. The bubbles are very fine, they're elegant, they're fresh. We don't want big bubbles, that's carbonation. So when people say to me, and I probably shouldn't say this, when people say to me, oh, I don't like bubbles, they're too big. Well, you're drinking the cheap stuff. Because they're drinking Thank you. You're welcome. This is a bird. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Olive flavour. Are you familiar with Semillon? Yeah. Every grape variety has its place of origin. This is actually French. But the Hunter Valley is renowned worldwide as the best region in all Australia for Semillon. Now, they all are also the hardest wines to sell because when they're young, they're dry. Dry means
It's been fully
No
fermented.
residual sugar.
Yeah.
Okay, we've converted all the natural sugar to alcohol. It has a high acidity. The acid will act like a natural preservative and help age this wine for about 8 to 10 years. Some Hunter Valley Semillons will age up to 15, 20, 30 years. So they're a beautiful aging wine, but when they're young, they're very light, and when they're doing that, it's like they're right onto it because they're opening their wine up. You can do it on the table, but get the air in there, get the oxygen in there, and it'll lift it, release it, and bring it right up the top of the glass. Okay, so when you go to smell it, I can smell that from here. So, I can smell that from here. It's really nice. And then you'll see the runs, they're called the legs, and that's a good thing. Now, when you're tasting it, I want you to have 2 sips, okay? First sip, the acid's gonna hit you right at the back, right there. Second sip, I want you to hold it. Let the wine warm up to your mouth temperature. As the wine's warming up, the acid's coming down, the flavor's opening up, and it's sticking. How many times do you drink wine and go, oh, it's dry, it's sweet, it's oaky, it's heavy? No, you've got no flavour at the front to balance out that finish, okay? The finish is always the strong bits. The flavour is always the character of the wine. Now, the second sip, when you hold it, when you swallow it, after just a couple of seconds, you'll end up with a beautiful fresh lemon, lime, lemongrass. It's beautiful, it's citrus. It's light, it's citrusy, it's dry, it's fresh, and the acid will be balanced out beautifully. So aerate it, open it up, and then honey-like, not sweet, but that beautiful honey consistency, that smooth, it'll go nutty and really rich. Now, one's a still, one's a sparkling. They're based on our Cabernet Sauvignon. Now, the still is your more traditional style. Now, on a more traditional rosé is made on Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc and Merlot, okay? But ours is made on a Cabernet Sauvignon. There's not a lot of Cabernet Franc or Merlot in the Hunter Valley. Now, on a scale of dry to sweet, rosés are here, off dry, okay? Just off dry. And they should be a beautiful watermelon colour or a salmon colour. That's sort of how they should be. So bottle shop reds, commercial reds are going to be so different to handcrafted reds. So I'm going to give you a medium bodied red and a full bodied red, and they're both going to be Cabernet, and they're both going to be the same wine, same year, but one's been in oak for 12 months and one's been in oak for 18 months. So one's classed as medium and one's classed as full. So when you taste them back to back, you'll see the difference. And as I said, some people will prefer the lighter one, some people prefer the one that's got a bit of depth to it. So our 22 Primera Cabernet Sauvignon, which is second on the list in the red section, is the second one down. Cabernet has lots of lovely red berries, cherries, raspberries, so you'll get lovely red berries. It's sort of coming on to 3.5 years of age now, and I've noticed that a lot of people are really loving this one, and I think the tannins are starting to drop, the acidity is starting to drop, and that's what happens with a premium wine over a period of time. The heavies, the strong bits basically start dropping out and disappearing. So when I pour it, aerate it, open it up. Now this is great with your tomato-based pizzas, tomato-based pastas, your pizzas, your roast lamb, roasted vegetables, your stir fries, things like that. So your lighter meats go really well with this wine. Red wine.
Malbec.
That's her
Thank
too.
you.
Yeah, those are her 2 favorites.
Thank you.
Yes.
What about you?
Yeah, so aerated, open up, you get those light, medium, full body, heavy. So we do medium, full body, okay? Big heavy ones are normally higher in alcohol as well, and that's more South Australia because they are on the vine longer, they have a bigger build-up, they have more sugar, so the sugar, and they can be up to 15, 16% more alcohol. Well, in the Hunter, our red's around 14, okay? So this is our reserve, this is drinking beautifully. Lots of those lovely, again, red berries, cherries, raspberries, you might get a bit of mocha. This is something to have with your red meat.
We just had our first wine tasting. How did it go for you?
Very well.
Yeah.
Learn a lot of new things.
Santosh?
Yeah?
How did the wine tasting goes for you?
Very nice.
Yeah, what did you learn?
I learned so many things.
So can you drink every wine early or not?
Oh, early means what? The time?
No.
Like this time of the day.
아니나 bottle get bottle.
Gonna start inside.
No. You got to test it first. You got to let it like a temperature of it.
Oxidate.
Then you drink.
Let the oxygen.
I like the last one, the port one.
All right, the time to leave for our next winery.
Yesterday, and my knee started feeling really bad. That's why I'm kind of hobbling around now. And so I made a doctor's appointment.
Okay, Hunter Valley stop number 2. I think it's some chocolate testing, I guess. So I already done that. Let's check it out.
Cycling. She's a really good swimmer. She looks like.
See how we go for time? We might have a bit of time to try some wine, so you guys can pick some wines and I'll bring it out. And then I have a surprise for you at the end of the tasting, which I'll bring out. In for it is a standard dark chocolate, and then the range proves you darkest chocolate. Okay, so number 1 rule. This is all produced by chocolatier East German down in Melbourne, which is down at the bottom of Australia. He's very well known. He actually produces this chocolate to match owners why I picked it. You've probably had some Semillons today, have you?
Yep.
What did you think? Did you think they were quite nice? Yeah? Yeah, so this one's actually really interesting. So I've been a wine connoisseur for 7 years. So far, that's good.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine?
You just get what this
यो चाहिँ ट्याक्क म्याराथनको भोलिपल्ट चाहिँ गर्नु मजा आउने
New South Wales, so it's picked basically anywhere around New South Wales. So that could be Mudgee, Orange, Hunter, Northern, Southern, East and Western, really anywhere around. It's a mystery wine, and it could be also blended. So it just really depends on where the fruit is sourced the best. On the palate, you're going to get plums, boysenberries, darker berry fruits, quite savoury with a bit of spice. Now, this is because it's an Italian grape variety. It's got juniper berry, orange peel, coriander, and Shiraz pulp and Shiraz particles from the Shiraz grape in it. Now, this is 40%, so it's quite strong. Really, really strong.
40%.
Thanks to it. So you do need to drink a third of that shot. If you can't, tip it into the spittoon or give it to someone
I
else.
just had the wine pairing with chocolates. It was a good experience. Bit sweet type, but was good. Yeah, this wine testing is going really well. So what do you have at lunch?
Yes, lunch first.
Right.
Right, would anyone like to start off with our Cabernet today?
Yep, please. Nice.
Alright. Anyone else for a Cabernet?
Okay.
Alabama.
Very good. Thank you. Lunchtime first. After lunch, it's a good place to relax a bit before our next session. Yeah. Lunch was good.
थुक्क चिया लिएर यहाँ ल्याउनु पर्ने रहेछ यो चिया
You know, with rosemary and chili, so it's a little bit spicy, a little bit tangy. But the one I have with it is called Pinot Grigio. Now, Pinot Grigio and Pinot Gris are from the same grapevine. If you plant in the Hunter Valley, hot, dry weather, you get Pinot Grigio. Take that same vine down to Victoria, South Australia, it's much cooler. Plant it down there, you get Pinot Gris. And Gris refers to being fruity and fresh. And the reason for that is the word Grigio in Italian means grey. The word green in French also means grey. What you're saying, if you see the grapes in the vine from a distance, they've got a grey film on the outside of the skin. Come around, pour some wine for you. Enjoy the two. So Brie is always creamier than Camembert. Double, triple cream, do. So if you want to impress your friends that are coming around for dinner party, you want to find a cheese board, just cut a small triangle out, pull it out, put it on the board at least 30 minutes prior to them starting to have the cheese. And in that 30 minutes, what will happen is the cheese will, the cream will relax, allow much more of the flavour of the cheese to come out, much more of the aroma of the cheese to come out. But it also makes the cheese a little bit gooey and ooey. So you've got to use a cracker to scoop it up, so keep that in mind. The wine I have with it, it's called Semillon. Semillon is what the 100 days renowned for.
You got a week free, a few days. Oh,
Than like Cotswolds.
and Scotland. We're cheaper than Scotland.
On our last stop to Vodka gin testing at the garden cellar. Yeah, right. So this is our last stop.
Fire had come after the run out.
So, welcome to my house. My family owned business. I don't mean to know that we
가능한 적이요. 국민사대 이대번호.
Yeah, coming to the end of the wine tour at Hunter Valley. We had 3 stops for wine, 1 stop here, the last one for gin and vodka, which was, yeah, it was nice as well. I think overall, I guess it was a good tour, a good, well spent day in Sydney when you come, I mean day trip from Sydney. So yeah, I'll say if you are into wine, it'll be nice thing to do it if you're in Sydney. Yeah, we enjoyed it, so yeah.